I need to shape up. I said that last time. I keep saying that every time. You got to go do it then. Um, so it's one of those. Really, I really wanted to kind of just because everything's just always so crazy. Um, I just wanted to just freeze this moment in time, just for myself, and it doesn't even really matter who watches it or not. I'm gonna get this mic closer without knocking down the camera. Um, it's funny. Um, so I'm here last night, hanging out with my studio mates, and we're just not jerking off. Sorry, that's yeah, we're jerking off. We're jerking around. Um, a friend of mine, he's like rollerblading, and we're just laughing, making jokes about life and all this stuff, and then I go out, and I woke up late yesterday. Didn't sleep well the night before. Then woke up late. But then after a hot shower, took a nap. Then I felt better, but I realized like I was like really up, like at noon. So like for me to go back to bed when I got home was gonna be like a chore. So I was gonna go out and do some art stuff around the city, and then came across an abandoned city bike, an electric one that worked. I don't know if the electric part really worked though, the assist. Maybe it did, but rode up all the way to like 50th Street from down here from the World Trade Center. Um, and I was just thinking, like, here I am, this 50-year-old guy, and running around on a Saturday night with a not stolen because I did give it back, but anyway, an abandoned city bike. Looking at spots to tag, of all things, and then I'm supposed to be seeing a woman today who's half my age, or I guess maybe you want to call it a date. And I'm just thinking, like, what the hell's wrong with me? This is not behavior for my age. I don't know. And I just wanted to kind of like bottle that up, kind of like just put it in a bottle, just kind of wrap it into like a ball to think like how absurd my existence just has become. A guy in his 50s is not supposed to be doing this. Not at all. Not running around at night like a lunatic with a stolen bike, doing graffiti and then trying to meet up with girls half his age to do God knows what with. And yeah, to have that feeling. And I'm supposed to be waking up in like a cabin upstate and coffee and a quilt blanket and taking a long walk through the woods with my dog. Like that's what I'm supposed to be doing as a man at this age, not like running around like a freaking lunatic trying to keep up with who knows what and why. um, and I don't know whether to like laugh or cry over something, over the absurdity of it all. um, and to feel like what would have been done with me? What can you do with a guy like me? What can be done? And I don't know if anything can be done. They're gonna try to do something. I feel like the world always wants to do something to me, not something to me that's not gonna good for me. I don't. I know things are not stacked in my favor. I know the world doesn't want me to here at all. But it's like we got to do something about him. It's like almost like the the unmarried the unmarried daughter. Like, well, she's pretty ugly and fat, but we got to marry her off with somebody who's gonna take her. Like that's how I feel, like the ugly daughter in some kind of like play or story. What's to be done with him? What do we do with him? Because he's just making things worse, causing more trouble. He's just lingering around like a ghost. And wow, I'm getting this camera, but it's supposed to. You're supposed to know your place in this world. You're supposed to, there's men of a certain age. There's men of there's certain things you're supposed to do. That's it. It's not. I'm sorry about all this. This damn camera. Anyway, I hate this tripod. That's what I'm gonna be doing. This most of the time. But what's to be done? Men of a certain age. Dear Lord, if I could just do this. How about this? Make everything. Wow. All right. A big old cable in the way. You see how that works? What is to be done of me? What is there to do? And that's it. And no chance, No chance at all. Mr. No Chance. That's what I should change my name to, Mr. No Chance. But yeah. But no chance. Seriously. Like, really. And it's like, basically, I have nothing else to do. It's just like, yeah. It's like how I was in school, how I was with my parents. They didn't know what to do with me sometimes. And I'm thinking, with my past relationships, and I would be home. I guess I would made to be home. And if I was going out, it'd be an issue. Like, what are you going to do, Conrad? Are you really going to go out with a can of spray paint and paint the town red, like almost in a literal sense? Are you going to go with your political statements and city statements about how things are just terrible? How mundane everything is, how advertising and all this stuff is just brainwashing things, and it's like so, and you're gonna just ride around like a lunatic and just like see the sights. This is what I get. I'm not even drinking. This is not even with alcohol. This is completely alcohol free, and I'm trying to stay that way. But it's like I have to be preoccupied with something. I remember, I was thinking to myself before, like there was a time many years ago, and I don't even know. I don't even think the recent times, but years ago, like I was like 20 years old, 25, whatever. I could stay home all day and watch TV. I could stay home and my parents drove my parents nuts. There was a time when I could just sit at home and watch TV all day, like 10, 15 hours of fucking TV, and I cannot do it anymore. I can't even like almost stand for 20 minutes. I watch TV about maybe like 20 minutes, a half hour before I go to bed, and I just kind of fall asleep on the couch. That's it. Like, but if you told me like to just stay home all day, watch movies, especially on a nice day like this, I couldn't do it without some like at least I have to make something, do something. My life has become so deliberate. I have to be deliberate, and it's just it's not even so much that I know it's like I know I'm aging. I know it. I don't got a chance. My body's gonna break down quick. It's over soon. But yet it's like I can't like not do things. I feel like my voice, my energy, it might be limited, and I might, like I think I have all the energy I need, but then it'll only last like 10, 11 o'clock. And it's like I'm not going to be out till like 4 o'clock in the morning dancing, that's for sure. But I have to kind of like maintain this motion. I have to kind of be deliberate. I have to speak my piece, say my voice, in whether it's through art or vandalism, like sitting home all day and having the world spoon fed to me and telling me what's this, what that, and social media is definitely not enough. Me just like going out and just like saying X, Y, and Z on some stupid phone is also not enough. It's like upping the ante. I need to be part of this, and it's crazy, and I feel crazy, and I just. You want the craziness to end because you know that they're gonna try to do that. What else are they gonna do with you, man? You can't sustain this. You can't do it. The world wants you to be quiet and put in a cage, and somehow it's just not working. And I feel sorry for everyone. I feel sorry for me. And then like that's like a night, and it's just like, were you in a bad mood last night? Not at all. I wasn't in a bad mood at all. It wasn't like I was just looking at myself. I'm like, my God, what decade is this? What year is this? How old am I? None of my friends, not a single person I know, friends or family, is running around the streets at night on a city bike, like or and then anticipating, meeting someone, that's you're old enough to be their dad. Like that's not happening. My friends don't do this. My family doesn't do this. They'd be looking at me like, "What the hell is the role? Like, why didn't you settle down? Just you could have been married. I could have been married a couple of times. They're like, you could have just, that's it, moved on with your life and had something bigger and better than this, something stable, something good, and you could have put that energy into kids, or into your marriage or something. And I'm trying to put everything into my art. Uh, yeah. All right. Well, now I move the camera over here. All right. See how that works.